Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to be trimming up some drift roses. I know that it's the end of April, but my drift roses did not get pruned in time and I need to create a little bit more airflow in them. Also, they're overtaking some of my planting space along the border, and so I want to cut them and push them back a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do, but I'm going to give you a little close-up because it also needs a good deadheading of some of the spent blooms. So here are my peach drift roses, or they're apricot. I forget which ones they are. They might be peach or apricot. I'll have to verify that. It's one or the other, but they're very similar in color. But I need to deadhead them because it's everywhere. So I just need to take some time to snip off the dead blooms. And then I also need to, well, here's some fresh blooms right there, about some buds that are about to bloom. But then some of the leaves are showing a little bit of tatteredness from the wind that we've been getting. So I might trim some of those off as well. But I'm definitely going to be cutting this back some and give me a little bit more room. I will be getting a sod cutter, and I'm going to expand this flower bed some so that I don't have to do this next season, because I really do like the fullness of these drift roses. They just need a little more space. But oh look, I really think they're apricot because look at their blooms as they open. They're definitely more on the corally orange side. That's why I think they are apricot colored, but they could be peach, but I really don't think so. I think they're apricot. And then look how sweet. I mean, they're just so pretty. And I think that it's trying to put on its full flesh. I did feed them, but we've had such strong winds, and I mean, just whacking them around. I just don't think that they like that. But I do see there's a lot of new buds set. So we have some here. These are blooming. They're opening up. So probably in a few days, this bush shrub is going to be covered. So I'm going to be very careful not to cut anything with blooms on it. Even if I don't get it opened up and create enough airflow, that's okay. I'll do it as the blooms fade. Okay, so what I'm doing, of course, I'm working on this shrub right here, okay? And you can see that I have one shoot that's going towards this other one over here. I'm going to cut that back because I want to keep them, they are planted a little, well, according to the tag, they're planted the right spacing, but they are growing wider than I was thinking. And so I will probably have to maybe remove one, probably remove this middle one and let the other two shine. But for now, I need to create airflow. So if I can't see down into the bottom of the shrub, then I'm removing the shrub. So the parts like that are already bloomed. So I'm not removing anything with too much new growth because I know a bud's going to form on it. But like this one right here, this stem right here. So this stem has buds right there, but this little section that I'm holding has already bloomed, and I can probably cut that off and just so that these leaves are not in the way. So that's kind of what I'm doing. And then if the whole stem needs to get cut back, like now I'm not going to cut this one because it might be on the other shrub. So, but like this one here, it's already bloomed, and I go trace it all the way down, and then wherever it ends is where I snip. So that's what I'm doing. And again, I try to be very careful because, of course, at some point they're sharing stems. So I don't want to cut the stem where then this comes off. So I'm being very careful about it. And that's all I'm doing, just kind of thinning it out. Not a lot, not overkill, just a little. And good timing, because here comes my husband with the blower. Okay, a little update on these roses. These are the drift. And as you can see, I've got more airflow up underneath them and then beside them. And they're not so thick in the middles. So you can see down inside. And that was my goal. And then of course I took a lot of the spent blooms off. We did get a lot of rain and we're expecting more rain. So we do have some leaves that are showing some signs of too much water. And also I have a irrigation in my lawn that might hit this one here especially, but these seem to be okay. Well, Scott's blowing out there, so while he is blowing, I thought I would just let everyone see those spireas. I feel like they grew a foot since the last time I was out here, and they are really full and bushy. There are 3 of them in that location, looking pretty. Uh-oh. My fig is kind of droopy. I might need to check the water on that. Let's see how the Gerber daisies are doing. They seem to be okay. Oh, but look, we have grass clippings in here because somebody edged. Probably need to come back and clean that out. I will come back and clean this out because the last thing I want is some of that Bermuda grass clippings to root, because I'll have to come back and have him blow that, not blow it into my flower beds. But they seem to be doing good. I've never seen it bloom for me before. Usually it rots out and dies before it blooms, but I think that I finally found the right space for that. It's starting to look pretty good. My verbena came back. It overwintered. The limelight hydrangeas are very full. Oh, he's coming back here with the blower.